I think that the United States should lower their drinking age to 18 because 140 other countries in the world already have a drinking age of 18. I feel this way because I feel that if we lower the drinking age to 18, it teaches young adults about responsible drinking and establish maturity and sensible drinking behavior. To quote Alex Aguera, a journalist from New York, she states, "At the age of 18, a U.S. citizen can vote in an election, defend and possibly die for their country, and make all kinds of decisions regarding their life and body. If I want to vote Democrat, I can. If I want to ink up my body, I can. If I want to fill my lungs up with smoke, I can. Going wine tasting with some friends, however, is somehow too far. There is no reason 18-year-old adults should be denied the right to partake in alcohol. At the age of 18, I believe young adults are old enough to make their own decisions regarding alcohol. I feel that this information is logical and that it needs to be listened and taken seriously because I think that if students can join the military at the age of 18, there's no reason why they can't casually go to a bar and have a drink. If we treat 18-year-olds as adults, there's no reason why they shouldn't be allowed alcohol if they're already allowed to do everything else a 21-year-old can do. According to the MLDA, lowering the drinking age would be good for the economy. To back this up from the MLDA, there's a statistic that states more people would legally be able to drink in bars, restaurants, and other licensed establishments. Revenues would increase for private business owners, and the government would collect greater amounts of tax revenue. There are most cases that if we change America's current prohibition law, it teaches responsible drinking. Between the ages of 18 and 20-year-old adults, they should not be denied the enjoyment when other pleasurable activities are already legal at 18. If they're allowed to join the military and they're allowed to, they're allowed to buy the raffle tickets or, buy cigarettes, there's no reason why they shouldn't be able to drink alcohol as well. They're going to find a way to do it anyways. Prohibition did not work then in the 1920s, and prohibition for young people under the age of 21 is still not working. Having them start at a young age teaches young adults about responsible drinking, and it can also lower the crime rate. According to the MLDA, lowering the drinking age would reduce the number of underage people who are hurt from alcohol-related injuries or accidents due to fear of legal consequences if they sought medical attention. Also, according to the MLDA, it is largely ineffective because teens consume alcohol regardless. And I want this fact in my speech because regardless of what age they are, people are going to drink alcohol. And so I feel that if you lower the drinking age to 18 and having them be in those controlled environments makes less crime because there's constant people, hiding the fact that they're drinking alcohol at the age of 18. And so if you lower the drinking age like all the other 140 countries that allow it, I feel that it would be more responsible on our part to do that. It would also decrease the per capita consumption of motor vehicle crashes. United States has a 31% road traffic deaths that involve alcohol, whereas France is only 29%, Great Britain is 16%, Germany is 9%, China is 4%, and Israel is 3%. The decrease in drunk driving fatalities as a percent of total traffic fatalities in the United States does not correlate to the MLDA, but it's statistically proven that the United States has a higher death rate that involves drinking and driving. Young adults at home learn from their parents about how to be responsible with drinking alcohol because there are many cases where an 18-year-old or 17-year-old or 19-year-old or 20-year-old will go to a family event and they're allowed to drink alcohol because they're under the supervision of adults. I feel that this also establishes maturity and sensible drinking behaviors. The legal drinking age does not eliminate consumption among young people. To quote Ruth Aings, who has a PhD in health science, she states, "It only drives It only drives underage drinking underground, creating a dangerous culture of irresponsible and extreme drinking. Like I said earlier, this is something that is they're going to do regardless. People under the age of 21 are drinking, and they're doing it in a dangerous way, because if they get caught, they get a misdemeanor and they get a minor in possession. And so I feel like if you lower the drinking age, it makes them drink more responsibly, and it can honestly help lower that crime rate, like I stated earlier. Lowering the drinking age can make it easier to regulate consumption among younger adults, as well as encourage healthy drinking habits. The legal drinking age did not eliminate consumption among young people. And to back this up, there's a statistic from the MLDA. Allowing 18 to 20-year-olds drink alcohol in regulated environments with supervision would decrease unsafe drinking activities. People between the ages of 18 and 20 would be able to drink in safer, more controlled environments. So if you allow them to do it, they're going to want to go to bars, they're going to want to go to restaurants, they're going to want to go out. And that can, that can help with responsible drinking habits, whereas they're not doing it in a basement and they're over drinking, and then they lead into driving and just drunk driving now, because now we have Uber, and we have Lyft, we have taxis, we have all these other ways of getting home without driving. I believe that the United States should join in on the other 140 countries that have legalized the drinking age to 20. Having young adults start at a young age teaches them responsibility, mature drinking, and sensible drinking behaviors. To end my speech, I want to end with a quote. Again, from Alex Aguera, the journalist from New York. She says, "The minimum legal drinking age should be lowered, period. 18-year-old individuals are adults who should be able to make their own decisions regarding alcohol, because like the law, at 18 you're already considered an adult. So why not let them drink alcohol?" Thank you.